Hey guys, what's up? It's your man Abby here. I just came back from Regionals last night. It was, I did alright. I went 5-3 with my 6 Sams. I was one win away from getting my invite, basically. It really sucks. I should have won a couple that I lost, but in all reality, the deck ran pretty well, but now I kind of know what I need to change in it and what I need to make it better. Um, but anyways, here's the deck profile. I'm gonna start off by telling you guys what I like about it and what I might take out. So anyways, obviously 3 Kagamushas, because the tuners, 3 Kizens, and 3 Kagekis. That's the staple, I think, engine for this deck, you could say, including maybe 1 or 2 Grandmasters, but that's basically the engine of the 6 Samurais right there. I ran 2 hands, but in reality, I think I only might have needed just 1 hand. I could have done without the second one. I usually only went for 1 hand. It was nice to have 2 hands though, just cause it just ran good, and so I had extra level 3s. But yeah, maybe one. It might go down to 1. I don't know yet. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I also ran the 2 Yaichi, and this, I'm afraid to say, wasn't really that much of a help at this tournament. Not a lot of people set a lot of back rows, and when I did get him out, they would just chain the trap or the magic to him. So it was kind of, I don't know if to lower him to 1, I don't know if to lower him to none, but yeah, so he might go down to 1, he might go down to 0 in this deck, I'm not sure yet. Obviously, 2 Grandmasters, really good today. I mean, yesterday, sorry. One great Shohan Sheehan, and this guy really did help me in one match that I was playing this girl from Wyoming. She really did not. I think she messed with my card because she asked for it. I let her see it. She read it, and she just activated Heavy Storm, and I had like 1 back row, which I didn't really mind losing. And then she tries to go for mind control, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, you can't, because you already activated. And so that won me that game. So yeah, he was good today at 1. He'll probably just stay at 1. I mean, yesterday, sorry. Okay, on to the spells. Triple United. Um, United was really, really good. I remember one match in my first turn, I went through all 6 and I drew pluses. So it was really, really good to have in the deck. I'm not gonna lie. Triple Dojo. I know Dojo was good today. I mean yesterday, but I might lower it to 2. I think 3 was too much. Double Upstart. I'm definitely taking Upstart out. Just because it gives your opponent a plus 1,000, and it gives you only a plus 1, and usually you draw into the other Upstart. It was bad. I mean, if I wouldn't have, if I maybe would have ran Reckless Greed, I probably would have drawn better and not give my opponent somebody plus. But I really don't like Upstart in here now. Now that I see that in this format, definitely I'm gonna take those Upstart outs. Just wasn't the best choice on my part. Staples, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Book, and Rada, and it's a staple for Warriors. Staples for 6 Sams were the Smoke Signal and Gateway. Gateway was broke. I drew it most of the time, so it was pretty good. And I ran 1 in Mystical Space Typhoon. See, the only reason I ran 1 in this deck was because I was running the Yaichis, and I thought that the Yaichis would be good for clearing back rows, but apparently I was wrong. So it Mystical Space might go up to 2. I usually did side out the 2. I had the second MST in my side, and I usually sided it out for one of the upstarts, but yeah, it was okay. Okay, on to my traps. MVP of this deck, the triple double-edged sword technique. Um, it brought me back from 1,000 life points to my opponent's 55, and I actually won a game with just this card. And so yeah, it was pretty broke that I had that card. Um, I'm definitely keeping this at 3. It works. It's solid. It's comeback material. I went for a Trish and then a miss one for a game with this card. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. Double Magamata. Last minute, I decided to only go with 2. Because I don't know. I maybe should have stayed with 3 because Inzectors were big, but I just thought that 2 would be okay, so I just went with 2, and it worked pretty well. So it might stay just at 2. Double warning, obviously. Warning was boss today. It was really good. It was. I mean, yesterday. Sorry, guys. I'm just a little bit lagged from yesterday. So yeah, but it was really good. Solemn Judgment, obviously. Um, but yeah, the Solemn Brigade was good yesterday. I'm glad I had it. Uh, Mirror Force, staple. Call Haunted, staple. Bottomless, staple. Bottomless was good actually. I played the TG, and so his effects couldn't go off with him. So I was kind of happy. And the last card was Starlight Road. Honestly, Starlight Road I thought would be more useful than it actually was today. I mean yesterday, but it just wasn't. I mean, people weren't really clearing either my field when I had it, or when I did have it, they just used Hornet to pop it. So it wasn't really that great. But it's still gonna stay in there probably until Heavy Storm goes bad, or something like that, because it really is a bitch to lose your back rows. Anyways, I'm gonna go to my extra deck, guys. I don't have my side deck anymore because most of the cards that I had in it were borrowed from some friends. Well, one of them was, but I just put away my side deck. I just didn't really think about it. But I can tell you what was in it anyways. I ran one Livier, I mean Leviathan Dragon, just because I have a lot of 3s in here. I only went into Leviathan once or twice. It wasn't really like a power move for me, but it did help. I mean, it was good to have this option to go to when I didn't have a tuner. Obviously, Sheehan, Catastra are my 5s. Really good set. I didn't run Elder. And as you see, I didn't run Elder and Synthesism, which was a bad choice on my part. Like, really bad choice on my part. Deck would have ran much better, but I just didn't do it. It was horrible. I felt bad after that tournament. I could have gone maybe 7-1 or maybe 8-0. Nah, probably not 8-0. But I probably could have gone 7-1 if I would have had the Synthesism and the right amount, the right setup. Yeah. Barkion and Gaia Knight were my 6s. Gaia Knight came in handy to beat over Stardust a lot. Um, it was actually pretty cool. So yeah. My 7s are Fairy, uh, Rose, Landois, and Scrap Archfiend. Um, Fairy, there was a Gravekeeper player there, but I didn't play him, so I never went into Fairy. Never was there an occasion for me to go into Fairy, so I did not go into Fairy. Dark Rose, I tried to blow once, and it just didn't work. But I didn't really use her a lot. But obviously, she's a staple, so she's gonna stay in. Landois was really good today. I mean, yesterday. The times that I did get him out was against windups, and we all know how much of a bitch windups are right now. But yeah, they try to use Zen Maids or whatever the one that whenever you attack it, you detach it and then he blows up at the end. So basically, I would attack it with this, and then he'd try to activate effect, discard magic, and bam, no, no magic, like no effect. So it was really awesome. And Scrap Archfiend, man, it helped me come back against this Curry deck, and it was awesome. Tried to Phoenix chained it, couldn't, and it just wrecked him. So yeah, there's some work to do on my extra 2 guys. So I ran my 8s were Colossal Fighter, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust, I took out RDA for Leviathan. Um, just because RDA wasn't really needed in the deck, and I don't really go for 8s a lot, and when I do, I usually go for Stardust or Colossal, maybe sometimes Scrapdragon. So it was pretty good on my part to take him out. Um, it was good. I liked it. These three will probably stay in here because they were just lost today, yesterday. So, yep. And obviously, since I run Starlight Road, I have to keep kind of Stardust in there. All right. Now I'm gonna. Man, my nines were great yesterday. I went actually, and I don't know if you guys have seen my other video, but in my other videos I was thinking of taking these out because I usually didn't go into them. But it's a good thing I didn't. It is a good thing I didn't. There were so many matches that I went into them this tournament. I went into them almost every other match. I was going into either Trish or Mistworm. These two actually helped me come back and win the match. It came down to game 3, and I was down for a while. I used double edged sword technique, bounced him, took the advantage and attacked. He set a monster 2 back rows. I did another double edged sword technique, went for Mistworm, bounced it all in one game. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. These two, I would not trade them for the world. I mean, they just wow, they were good today. And decisive armor. I actually did go for decisive armor this regionals. It was actually pretty good. They would drop Thunder King on me a lot just to stop me from adding cards to my hand, which was pretty weird. You know, I thought I don't think they were ready for my Six Samurais. Even though there was a lot of Six Samurais at this regionals, I was ready for the mirror match. I kind of felt like they were gonna come back this tournament or something. I don't know. It was just a sixth sense, I guess. I didn't play any mirror match, but anyways. But yeah, they dropped Thunder King Rao on me a lot, which is actually makes a lot of sense because it just stops my gateway, it stops my Shi and Smoke Signal, it stops Rada, it stops a lot of things in my deck. So it was actually a pretty good call on them, but I would just go into Decisive Armor and basically drop and destroy their field and then attack over their small, or force them to negate this and then just lose their advantage and then just add cards to my hands and then just go off next turn. So yeah, it was a okay tournament, I guess. I went 5-3, like I said. I don't have my side deck right now. I think I ran 2 Royal Decrees, 2 No Men of the Crossouts for any miscellaneous setting thing. I ran the second MST, obviously. I ran 1 Leech in the Light because I only had 1. I ran Flameville Uriqueus for Karakuris. Didn't really use him, so wasn't a big deal. Um, what else? What else? 2 Royal Decrees from anti-meta. There was some anti-meta decks there, but I didn't face them. And then the ones that people were telling me that they were anti-meta, they said they weren't sending a lot of back rows, so Royal Decree wasn't going to be that much of a help. I did run a debunk, which I borrowed from a friend. Shout out to him for letting me borrow it. It actually saved me a couple games. So yeah, it was pretty awesome to have that debunk. Pretty 1 smashing and 2 puppet plants for that mirror match that I was really scared of. It was okay tournament. I'm happy. I went up from 63rd from my first tournament regionals to 46th this regionals. Like I said, I was 1 win away from winning it, winning an invite. I would have gone 6-2. I would have had a hell of a chance to get top 16. Unfortunately, I went 5-3. Um, but anyways, I'm happy with the results. I mean, I can't complain too much. I'm happy with the deck. I'm obviously gonna make it better now. I know how to make it better now. I know what to take out. I know what to put in. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping up with me. And subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and like also if you like it. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.